Usually when you're seeing a Franco, seeing a Gatita or Kaja, you always use that pull yourself together to give you a little bit of more of a engage tool and time to get the engage or the hooks that you need. But in this case, he knows that he's matched up against Atlas, and every time he's gonna get Fatal Links, he's gonna be very, very vulnerable, and that's why he went for Tenacity, because he's very vulnerable. But oh man, like, I don't think he needs it in this match, Coleus.
Even the battle spell choice, he's using the Flicker. He's not afraid against Atlas.
Yep.
Usually when Franco meets Atlas, he's gonna use the Purify. But look at this, he's using the Flicker so he can like having a good positioning or even engaging the team fights.
We're gonna see here the hit map of this guy, Franco from Audi TC. So still, there's a lot of babysitting in the gold lane. I would expect a lot more EXP-based movement from roamers in this patch, because the way the patch works right now, the roamer is very, very vital to set up for the total. But in this case, he's choosing to go for babysit this Beatrix, because Beatrix, obviously, as you said, Coleus, is a very bad matchup against the Harith. And in the early game, even High Samura had a lot of trouble to deal with Grant, almost getting solo killed. So that's why he's rotating a lot towards that gold lane.
He's not even touching the EXP lane.
Doesn't need to.
Never touching the EXP lane.
Which is very interesting to say the least, because again, coming into this meta, coming into the turtle changes, a lot of teams would expect, even teams like Rebellion Zion, who rely heavily on their trio mid to get neutral objectives, to be playing around the XP lane, to get cards ahead, and therefore leaving him so much more space to maneuver around the neutral objectives. But no, he says, hey, I'm the Matador here. We have a Raging Bull in highs. I gotta use this aggression that we have, the crazy mechanics that we have in the gold lane.
Even though like Evos Legend having a good one to counter the setup from the Rebellion Zion, but like don't forget the Retribution contest is winning. The winner is Vincent with 100%.
Yeah, Vincent is definitely one of the biggest factors why Rebellion Zion was able to snowball in the early game. And that led towards the late game too. But Vanstrong, man, every time, he's not playing Atlas like the way Atlas should be played. Usually when you're playing Atlas, you have to pull the trigger first, especially against Franco. You want to get ahead before the Franco uses his hook or uses his Bloody Hunt to get someone. But Vanstrong, this is probably the only solid hook that he has. But Susujin, a bit of a misplay there. Miscalculation on that retribution damage, but shout out to Vincent. Every time, man, every time. 50-50s doesn't really matter. That's 100-0 for Vincent the man.
Even though the Fatal Link is already like having the perfect time, but missing the Retribution is really bad for Evos Legends.
What the heck's, like, these hooks? I had to cut you off at this point, Coleus, because of that beautiful hook, and he does it again, and again.
3 in a row.
3 in a row. He'll get another one later. This was also just really clean by Suelo, man. Beautiful RWM to just neutralize the...
Here it is.
Oh! And he was mid before that! And some execution, too!
That's smooth, bro.
That is smooth. I'm gonna execute you before you execute your ulti, and that's why Rebellion Zion probably one of the quickest match in this season.